Today, I'm gonna guide you through a short, powerful sequence. You just need a couple blocks and your mat. Let's get started. So you'll come to the top of the mat, start inhaling, bringing the palms overhead, maybe touching the palms. Look up towards your thumbs, that's your drishti point. Exhale, forward fold, head down towards the floor. Maybe fingertips touch the ground. Bend the knees for your first forward fold, release the neck, release the face. Let the lower ribs, let the belly rest on the upper thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or palms to knees. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Sit bones moving to the back of the room, top of the head moving to the front of the room. Exhale, palms to the floor. Step it back. Plank, back of the heels moving to the back of the mat. Chaturanga as you exhale, elbows graze the bottom ribs. Untuck the toes, toenails pressing into the ground. Inhale. Bhujangasana Cobra. Lift up any amount. Roll through the shoulders, open the chest, look up. Exhale, tuck the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Send the hips up and back. Press the heels towards the floor. Spread the palms wide, shoulder width. Tiny micro bend in the elbows. Release the neck, release the face. For your first downward dog, come high on the toes, bend the knees. Press the chest towards the knees. When you bend the knees, you allow the low back to release, the spine to elongate. Start connecting to your Ujjayi breathing, so slight constriction in the back of the throat, closing the mouth, breathing only through the nose. 3 breaths left. Audible breathing. Keep softening through the face. Your drishti is between your 2 big toes on the floor. Fixing the gaze. Last exhale, look between the thumbs, step to the front of the mat, right foot to left foot. Bend through the knees, inhale, come up, thumbs up, overhead, gaze on the thumbs. Exhale, chair pose. Maybe arms parallel to the floor. If bringing your arms overhead doesn't work for the shoulders today, keep the arms here. Sternum is reaching up. Collarbones open, wide across the chest. Belly button pulling in. This is your bandha here. You're pulling the belly button in and up towards your throat. Gaze is right in front of you. Tucking that tailbone under. Shortening the distance between your hip bone and the lower ribs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or the knees. Roll the shoulders back away from the earlobes. Exhale, plant the palms down. Step or hop back. Chaturanga from the knees or from the toes. Eyes of the elbows looking forward. Inhale, come up. Roll the shoulders back, open through the heart, open through the chest. Exhale, downward dog, send the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, again, reset where the palms are. Double check that you're spreading the fingers, clawing the mat, taking away that pressure from the wrist joint. 5 breaths here, Ujjayi breathing. Use your breath as the focal point here for your attention. Check in with your internal state. Check in with the quality of your attention. Notice when the thoughts are coming in. Just allow them to come and go and stay as that infinite awareness that's around the thoughts. Your last exhale, look between the thumbs, right foot steps, left foot steps. 1 big inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend through the knees, sweep the palms up overhead. Or keep the arms parallel to the floor. Press the knees together, press the shins together. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, twist left. Right elbow outside that left knee. Toes are glued together. You're going to look at your right knee. The right knee sticking out forward, you're going to pull it back. Sometimes that means pulling all the way from your right hip, pulling the right hip backwards. You're pressing that elbow, right elbow, into the outer left knee. Your Anjali Mudra is moving towards the center of your chest, looking up if you can, drishti on the ceiling. 2 more breaths here, pulling the belly button in, sit a little lower if you can. 2 and 3. Inhale, sweep the palms all the way up. Gaze at the thumbs. Exhale, twisting right. Left elbow outside the right knee. Looking up towards the ceiling, you're going to roll that right shoulder back. Looking at your left knee, pull that left knee back. So the knees are in one line, toes are in one line. Rolling your right shoulder back behind you. Look up towards the ceiling. Come back to ujjayi breathing. 2 more breaths here. 1 and 2. Exhale, forward fold, head down. Separate the feet hip distance. Bend the knees. Hold the opposite elbows. Release the face, release the neck. Say yes with the head, say no with the head. Interlace the fingertips behind the back of the head. This is optional if you want to add a little bit more weight to the back of the head. You can sway from the depth of the pelvis here, left to right. Notice that you're actually swaying from the hinge at the hip rather than moving the upper body left to right. Swaying from the hip hinge. The spine is getting long. You're releasing the face, neck long under the weight of your arms. Exhale, palms down. Step your feet back to downward dog. Toes touching, heels touching. Right heel lifts up towards the ceiling. Right leg as straight as possible. You're pressing your chest towards that left knee. Strong arms bent through the right knee. Try to touch your left glute with your right heel. Right knee is the tallest point in your body. Drawing a little circle with the right knee in the ceiling. Opening externally through that right hip. Pulling the belly button in. Containing the ribs. If the ribs are flaring out, you're containing the ribs. Keeping the chest square towards the floor. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists, rounding through the spine. Inhale, right heel up towards the ceiling. Right leg as straight as possible. Exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee to nose, around the spine. Pull the belly button in. Inhale, right heel up. One last time, exhale, shoulders over wrists, knee to nose, drop the head. Pull the belly button in, round through the spine. Inhale, nose. Exhale, right foot steps between the palms. You're high on the left toes, left heel stays up in the air. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Exhale, sit down a little lower, left leg stays straight. Right knee comes close to 90 degrees. Pull the belly button in again, your bandha, right? Activate through the middle of the body here. Notice again if the ribs are coming open, flaring open, you're gonna pull those ribs in, shorten this distance here between the hip bone and the lower rib. Notice if the shoulders are coming up towards the ears, draw the shoulders down away from the earlobes. One last inhale here. Exhale, twist right. Left fingertips coming to the front of the room. Right fingertips to the back of the room. One inhale here. One exhale. Inhale, reach the left fingertips up towards the ceiling. Right palm drops to the back of the left leg. Breathe into the left side body, into the left psoas, left waist, left ribs. And maybe the right fingertips reach behind you and around that left hip. One last breath here. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale, sweep both palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, left palm down. Right fingertips reaching up. Roll your right shoulder back behind you. Press down to go up. Create space across the chest. Collarbones wide. Belly button engaged. Left leg straight. From here, you can roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Outer edge of the right foot. Stay here. Or you can heel toe your right foot all the way to the back of the mat. You can also keep the right foot at the center between your left palm and the left outer edge of the foot. You can also bring the left knee down. Whoops. Coming to modified side plank. If you're staying on the outer edge of that left foot and you're crawling the right foot, heel toe all the way back, you're staying in a side plank. Look towards your right thumb. That's your drishti here. 4 breaths left. 1. Press the right hip up towards the ceiling as high as you can. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Plant your right palm down underneath the right shoulder. Exhale, knees down. Connect the toes. Separate the knees. Child's pose. Forehead down. Option here, if your head is not resting on the floor, the forehead's not touching the ground, you can bring a block underneath your forehead. Or maybe even 2 blocks, so that your neck can relax. It doesn't have to hold the head up. You don't have to strain the neck here. Your arms can be straight, reaching your fingertips to the top of the mat. or you can bend the elbows as much as you need to here. Maybe your elbows are bent and you're stacking the forearms one on top of the other and resting the forehead on the forearms. Maybe you're stacking two fists, resting the forehead on the fists. As you exhale, make the hips heavy. Allow the hips to rest into the heels. Soften through the belly, release the belly button. Next, inhale, plant the palms to the floor. Reach forward. Start coming up into tabletop. Toes down. Exhale, downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can pedal out the heels. Touch the toes, heels together. Inhale, left heel comes up towards the ceiling. Left leg as straight as possible. Bend through the left knee. Touch your right glute with your left heel. Even if it's not physically happening, that's the intention, that's where the energy is going. Left heel's coming towards that right glute. Your left knee is the highest point in your body. You're drawing a circle with the left knee in the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to nose, shoulders over wrists, round through the back, pull the belly button in. Inhale, left heel up towards the ceiling, left leg straight. Exhale, left knee to nose, round, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, step the left foot through. You're high in the right toes. Inhale, sweep the palms up. Feel into the opening here in the front of the right hip flexor, lengthening through the psoas muscle. As you exhale, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, sit a little lower. Next, inhale, grow taller. Exhale, twist left. So your right fingertips reaching to the front of the room, left fingertips to the back of the room. Your gaze can shift towards that left thumb. Maybe left palm drops down to the back of the right leg. Inhale, right fingertips up and over. Breathe into the right side body here. Feel the psoas muscle opening, lengthening. Breathe into the right armpit, right side ribs, right side waist. Contain the ribs here to whatever extent possible. Pull the belly button in still here. Don't allow the belly to relax. Exhale, right palm comes down to the floor underneath your right shoulder. Left fingertips reach up. Roll the left shoulder back behind you. Maintain your gaze on that left thumb. If the neck's not okay, then you're looking down to your right thumb. Pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot, outer edge of the left foot. You can stay here or heel toe, that left foot, either to the center here of the mat or all the way back. You can choose to stack or stagger the feet in your side plank. You can choose to bring the right knee down or right leg straight, left foot here somewhere in the middle. We're here for 3 more breaths. Press the left hip up towards the ceiling. Keep pushing the floor away. Press down to go up. Find all this length and space. 2 more breaths. Last one. Exhale, left palm comes down towards the floor. Step your left foot back into plank. Exhale, knees wide, toes touching, forehead down. If you're feeling anything happening in the shoulders, you'll bring the knees together, toes touching. Maybe a block underneath the forehead. Rest the forehead on the block. Send the fingertips all the way to the back of the mat towards your toes. As you exhale, make the head heavy. Let the shoulders round. Let the shoulders relax here. Come back to your breathing with your attention. Reset the attention on the breath, on the present moment, what's happening now. And again, you can check in with the quality of your awareness. Is the mind wandering or are you present? As you exhale, invite a sense of melting. Feel the points of the body touching the ground. So literally grounding your attention into all the spaces of the body touching the mat. Just make a note of what's touching the floor, the knees, the toes, the ankles. You can roll the forehead on the floor or on the block, left to right, massage that space between the eyebrows. If you're ready, we'll close the practice with a short pranayama, Anuloma Viloma. I'll guide you through a few rounds of this pranayama. You can close the eyes, soften through the face, Soften the lower jaw, roll the shoulders up towards the ears and then back and down. Open through the heart, open through the chest. We'll close your right nostril with your right thumb. You can rest the two fingers, the index and the middle finger, on the forehead, the space between your eyebrows. You can use the ring finger and the pinky finger to block the left nostril. We're going to block the right nostril, open the left nostril, inhale through the left, pause at the top, close the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril, close the right nostril with your thumb, exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left, pause at the top, close the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril, pause at the top, close the right nostril, exhale through the left. One more round. Inhale through the left nostril, pause at the top, close the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril, pause at the top, close the right nostril with your right thumb, exhale through the left. One last round. Inhale through the left nostril, pause at the top, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right, pause at the top, close the right nostril with the right thumb, open the left nostril, exhale through the left. You can relax your right palm on your right thigh, gaze soft or eyes closed, whatever's comfortable. Just staying here for a moment, allowing the breath to come back to its natural rhythm. And again, checking in with the quality of your internal state, checking in with the state of your internal emotional landscape, just making a note without attempting to alter anything, without attempting any change, without needing to fix anything, just being present here for yourself. And just giving yourself that undivided attention and unconditional presence. And then when you're ready, you can rest in Shavasana on your back, take up space. If there's any strain in the low back, you can bend through the knees and bring a block underneath each knee. And when you bend the knees, it allows the low back to round and feel more comfortable. You'll rest the heels on the ground, take up space with the palms, with the arms back of the wrist on the floor. You can encourage the shoulder blades to tuck in underneath slightly to encourage that opening through the chest, through the sternum, through the shoulders. And then start softening the entire body into the ground. Separate the bottom teeth from the upper teeth. Eyelids are soft, eyeballs falling to the back of the skull. Unfurrow the eyebrows, soften through the forehead. Let the forehead melt off of your face. Let the back of the head get heavy. Soften through the belly. Legs are heavy, pelvis is heavy. And then bringing the attention back to the body. Little movements with your fingers and toes, rotating your wrists and your ankles one direction and then the other direction. And when you're ready, pull the knees in towards your chest. And keep rolling onto your right side. And when you're ready to come up, your left palm will press into the floor. Come back up to verticality. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you, thank you.